the women of Kenya in our own individual capacities and collectively acting under the auspices of the Africa Women Leaders Network, ALWIN, Kenya chapter, we are appalled and concerned about the rising temperatures and increasing levels of intolerance in our country, especially ignited by the political leadership all over the country. We particularly urge political leadership to tone down their rhetoric and consider every word that they utter and every action they take. The country has been shocked to hear inflammatory utterances by some of our political leaders as they woo the electorates to support them. Having come also close to the brink of tipping in previous elections, Kenyans cannot afford to have politicians employ inflammatory language or whip ethnic tensions. We remind our people that whenever political violence erupts, it is women, children, elderly, and persons with disabilities, among other vulnerable categories of society, who suffer most, they bear the brunt. This recklessness must stop. Leaders of parties have particularly huge responsibility to tame the followers and constantly denounce any irresponsible utterances in speed. To act in the contrary is to betray both self and others. Besides, the country cannot afford reckless leadership. Furthermore, Kenyans should mark, name, shame such leaders and reject them in total in the basis of their recklessness. We look forward to the time when such leaders will be barred from participating in elections or even holding public offices as a deterrent measure. There cannot be any shortcuts or half measures in tracking violence of any kind. We urge the National Cohesion and Integration Commission to put up their game, including public sensitization and hosting leaders who contravene they really have to hold the leaders who contravene the law to account. We emphasize that all wrongdoers should be treated equally, regardless of their status or positions. Society, organizations, and other relevant stakeholders to conduct civic education on the importance of electing leaders of moral standing, statesmanship, and with unquestionable character. Kenya and its children in particular deserve this. They respect the media a great deal and rely largely on what they read, watch, or listen to. By calling out irresponsible leaders, the media will be playing a critical role in educating the citizenry so that Kenyans can make informed choices about the type of leaders that they will elect. Non-violence and relentless pursuit for peace must be part of the cardinal characteristic of any leader. We call upon all Kenyans to hold hands and preserve peace and tranquility, especially during this election year. We remind Kenyans that we have come far, very near to the cliff, but the grace of God prevailed. Let us not forget that lives have been lost, property worth millions of shillings lost and destroyed in that kind of war. We acknowledge that the task of preserving peace and national unity is a mammoth task which cannot be done by one individual or a group of people on their own. Neither the presidency, the legislature, judiciary, or even the citizenry can achieve such on their own. All of us, you, me, men, women, young people, must play their role as best as they can. That is why we are calling on all public and private institutions, as well as citizens, to play their role. This is the only country we have, people. This is the only country we have.